Hey guys, today here, our war versus, GT40. So for this war, I've got Torch and Rintrah. So first up, we're on path 9 in sector 1. We've got this Maw on node 9. Um, I'm gonna be using Torch with Nova Flame, and yeah, we have Resonate, we have all of the tanky masteries here. I just decided to go for being very tanky because of the Furies Maw can get, instead of going for, like, the half-Sui setup. Um, And yeah, I'm glad I decided to go that way because the fight's, very quick regardless. And then, we're gonna throw our L2 and the fight will be pretty much over. Not much to this fight. With Nova Flame, it's a pretty easy one. And yeah. Next up, we've got this Knull on the second node with the Indestructible, all that. You guys just saw me do Knull versus 22. It's a lot easier on this node. You really don't have to worry about nearly as much. Because Knull is just nowhere near as tanky on this node. And he's not going to be doing anywhere near as much damage. And yeah, this node, it's a lot easier to do it on. And there's also not aggression prowess to do a bunch of chip damage and all that. But yeah, a lot easier on this node. I definitely think Rintrah is the best option for this node. On the other node, probably not. Or, well, definitely not on the other node. But yeah, pretty solid option for this node. They're running an equity, of course, it's GT40, so the EL2 doesn't do that much damage without a crit, but it still does enough. And yeah, we're just trying to enter our corruption here, and we do, and we have 21 armor breaks, which is a lot, and yeah, we're going to be doing really good damage at this point. You can see my combos are just doing a fuck ton of damage, even without, like, big special 2 or anything. We're really getting this fight down. And yeah, very safe matchup here. A little bit of playing in reverse controls, but Rintrah is tanky enough that not really worry. And yeah, fight is over. Now next up we have a 35 Hulkling. Y'all just saw me do this on node 26, and on 35 it's of course much easier. There is one eyed open, but you don't really have to worry about one eyed open with Rintrah. You can kind of just hit through it for a while because it's not going to do much damage. I popped a combat regen since I planned on doing this. You can see we're taking like 5k, whatever from there, and we're going to heal all of that health back up. So I think it's worth it to get the fight, to easily corner Hulkling in this fight because you're not worried about your health, really. So yeah, we get our L2 here with, 26 ruptures, pretty decent. And yeah, just going quite quick and very good matchup, of course. Couple of repeat fights here, but that's how war is a lot of the time. And now we get pushed to our L3, which is fine. L3 still does pretty good damage, so I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, just taking this fight slow and steady. Don't really need to worry about it too much. And yeah, very easy fight versus Hulkling. Definitely, in my opinion, the best option for this fight. There's also Ghost, but, Rintrah and Ghost, best two for this. And yeah, fight's over. A little bit of a long one. Not a dangerous one by any means. And yeah, next up, we have a King Groot on node 50. This is a little bit of a long fight, so instead of talking about this fight, I'm just going to start talking about the war. So we were up against GT40, of course, our rematch against GT40, and we ended up winning 2-1, so we had 1 death and they had 2 deaths. Crazy tight win, but this now puts us in a really good position for top 3, and I believe, at this point, I'm recording this after War 10 had already ended, but we're in a very good position for top 3 now, and I'm very happy with that. I hope we can secure that top 3 these last couple wars. Now, you want to get an armor break on you, the permanent armor breaks. Unfortunately, King Groot decided to not throw a special one early enough for me to get a permanent one, and the temporary ones I don't think are worthwhile, so yeah. Didn't end up getting to do that, but if you can, it's very nice. We have half Sui's on here. because you're not going to be throwing any specials anyway, and this is my last fight with Rintrah, so just wanted to speed it up a little bit. And yeah, it's a very, very easy fight. As you can see, we're eating hits. It just doesn't do any damage to Rintrah. It's pretty much a nothing fight, just a very, very slow one. You know, there are a few quicker counters to this fight for sure. Rintrah's definitely not the quickest option. But it's very hard to die to this fight, so yeah. And yeah, getting the weird stuff with the roots where it has all that spacing. Yeah, stacking up these ruptures will help just take a lot of chip damage down. It may not seem like much, but since there's like 30 of them up at a time, it does pretty good damage. And yeah, long fight. But yeah, since we're in a good position for top 3 and the holiday season, I've been very busy with all of that, so I hadn't been catching up on more videos, but getting it all done right now. Finally have a fairly free day, so I'm gonna knock out all 3 of these in one go, and yeah. Not much I can say about this Gingert, really. But yeah. Quite happy with how this war season has gone so far. You know, getting a 100 solo streak. I haven't died yet. I have done quite well with some difficult matchups, and yeah. Gingert just doing Gingert things, and yeah. After this, we have a 53 Chavez, which is a pretty easy fight with Torch. You just do Torch things, and you're gonna end the fight very, very quickly. But yeah, I mean, not too difficult of a war for me versus GT40 this time, but I got to use Rintrah again, which is always both very fun and very, very scary, because I keep taking sketchy shit with Rintrah. But yeah, 53 Chavez. I mean, this is a very easy fight with Torch. You turn off stun reflection and everything, and you get all the extra damage. So yeah, again, not much I can really say about this fight. You're gonna see how quick it is, and yeah, Chavez decided to play nice, which is quite nice. I'm very good at fighting Chavez anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it, but yeah. Very, very quick fight here. And yeah, that's gonna be all for this war. Thank you guys for watching, and shout out to my Patreon supporter, Senior Dunny. Been a really great season. I've been very happy with how it's been going, so yeah, hopefully we can do well these final 2 wars as well, and, you know, keep winning these wars. And yeah, that's all for this.